party. The sun's out and shining in the city, as it has been really since the Notts County results. So just a quick run through if you're listening to us at home, and of course those of you here at the Crook. We'll start off with Mr. Ray Crawford, who's alongside me. Then after we'll speak to Pam Wilkins, Mark Catlin, and we'll finish it off with the chairman, Mr. Ian McInnes. So let's crack straight on with it then. Here with Mr. Ray Crawford. So Ray, we've finally done it.
Yeah, I mean, a few weeks ago we was, sweating a little bit, weren't we? Whether we were going to go up or not. Now there's a chance we may win it, and I think it's 50-50, because I've heard from these other two teams, or we were talking to the big guy at Fratton Park, and he was saying he's been in touch with them to a little bit more effort, and you never know. Everybody will be looking at their mobile phones trying to find the score, and we might just nick it.
Do you think so?
Well, it could be. It might cost the club a bit more money though, if our players are on extra money for promotion. Is that right, Mark? Mark say no, stay where we are.
Who knows, in a few days' time it might not even matter, but winning the title, money, it doesn't matter at all, does it? It's just to say, Pompey, we would have completed it. We would be, one of 5 teams to be champions of Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, Division 4.
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? I mean, we don't do things by half, do we? When we go down, we go all the way. We don't, so now we can go all the way up, can't we?
Looking forward to the football in League One though, because it should be a bit more entertaining than some of the sides that have come down.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're good enough, actually. The players we've got at the moment, I think we're good enough to at least hold our own by going up. Perhaps a little player here and there, and there's no reason why we can't go up again.
So go on then, who is that little player here or there? Where are you looking to strengthen?
Me personally, a nice big number 9 up front, someone who can hold the ball up and scores 20 goals. I've said it all along, so I'm not going to go back. Perhaps a midfield player who can beat 1 and 2 players, open up the defence, and the rest, I think, are okay. Yeah. I just think the players we've got at the moment, we've got some class players. And the last 10 games, they proved that they can play. And to play under pressure week in and week out, it takes some doing. I've done it all the way through my career. I've done fighting off relegations and winning championships. And it does, it does get you sometimes, because you play once a week or twice a week. When you're playing twice a week, it's better really, because you're there, your mind's on the football all the time. Sometimes when it's week after week. So I've been fortunate enough to be able to play in teams where we've been doing well, and they've been looking over their shoulder at us doing well. So I've been very fortunate there. And not only that, I used to be honest, I used to just enjoy it. I used to enjoy playing. I used to enjoy scoring goals, didn't I? That's if I didn't score a goal, I'd be upset.
You do say now one of those players, I think you instantly looked to Connor Chaplin. You said they'd sign a big number 9. Some people would argue we've already got him. He's called Owen Doyle.
Yeah, I don't know. No, we've also got another on loan, haven't we? Smithy, my mate. Yeah, I just felt that the poor boy, nothing ever went for him at Fratton Park, and that happens at some clubs, although it's never happened to me. I just felt there was something wrong with his play, or did we have the players good enough to give him the service that he required? Perhaps he was hoping that we'd have perhaps a winger would go down the line and not one across, and pull the defence apart, whereas we attack from our fullbacks and they do a grand job, we know that, and they score goals as well. But in the main, for me, someone wide like Naismith, I mean, he's such a good player. I mean, whenever he gets the ball, he likes the game up, because sometimes I don't think he knows what he's going to do. So certainly I don't know. I think, is he going to pass it? Is he going to go down the line? And his free kicks he takes, whoever been teaching him them at Fratton Park, and need 10 out of 10, because some of them free kicks this year have been tremendous.
Does he also epitomise the character of players that we need down here. You know, think back to last summer. Who would have thought that right now one of the front runners would be Cal Naismith to be Pompey Player of the Season? Is this one of the critical reasons we're sitting here tonight on the eve of a big promotion party?
Yeah, and another thing with the boy is, well, I don't know how to put this. Since his wife's had the baby, he seems to have played well. I don't know if you noticed that. I don't know if any of you noticed that. There we've got loads of supporters here. Have you noticed it? How well he's been playing since his wife's had the baby? I mean, it just comes out. He's another player. When he first came, good. Then he went off the boil, and then he started again this season, good. And then he went off the boil again. Now he's come back good. And the last 10 games he's been excellent, and he must be up for Player of the Season.
Who is? I mean, the competition is so open.
True. I think the boy Naismith would win it for what, because of the goals he's got have turned the games around. I know it's a team game, but for me, I would vote for Naismith. Being a forward, I would do, wouldn't I? I wouldn't go for defender who kicks. I better not say it. Hell out of you. Don't they? No, I mean, that's their job. They get stuck into you, don't they? I mean, that's what it's all about. But for me, Naismith, he opens up the game, he scores you a goal, you never know what he's going to do next. He's not the same player that started at the beginning of the season, and whatever the coaching staff have been doing up there with him, it continues, because there's no doubt about it, he has improved 100%.
So let's move it on then to League One next season. Do we do anything different, in your opinion? Because it doesn't seem like the gap to League Two to League One is anything great at all. It seems like we keep doing what we're doing against different sides who are looking to come out and play us. Again, it's this Pompey optimism as well that's just beginning to fill me. I'm trying to restrain it and go, no, it's not going to happen. But I think we got the Newcastle a good side, and as I said, the whole team I think can go in there. When you got people, I mean, the keeper, people were saying about the goalkeeper being 37. So what? That's nothing. I mean, he's very agile. He reads the game well. He sorts out the back four. You must all see it after about 3 or 4 minutes. He's at people, isn't he? Straight away. Get on to him. You know, I think he lives the game. He wants to stay at the club. So I don't think we've got goalkeeper-wise. I don't think we've got any problems. Back four, for me, are good. Doyle, I hope he stays. Our skipper, that is. For me, he gets stuck in, doesn't he? He don't take any nonsense, as we all know, because we all know about the punch up, don't we? Let's face it, there's no hiding out about it, was there? I mean, they had a punch up. That happens in many clubs. But they were saying that's a good thing.
The manager says that's when it's all started, isn't it? It's picked up since. So what we're going to do next year, Mark? We're going to pick some boxing gloves in, mate. Well, George Smith used to do it, didn't he? One of our managers. He said, "Hey there, having the old in the ring." Trouble is, he ended up with a black eye because he picked on George Lay, didn't he? He didn't know about George being a boxer. And he gave the manager a black eye. So.
But again, is it some of those things that what's been different, I think, about Cook is some of the old school methods are proving to be the best so far?
Well, yeah, he's picked on a style that I don't like, but that doesn't mean to say he's not right. And he gets the best out of his players. What he does in training and in the dressing room is behind the doors, but he gets the best out of all the players, and I think he's done well, and I think we've still got him for another year, under contract, and I hope he stays. I hope he doesn't want to go off, because I'm sure there's other teams looking at him, and he's been, as my mate Jake Payne said, he's been up and around divisions. He wins divisions, or he gets promotion. And this is what other clubs want. They want someone to get them out of the division they're in.
Enda Stevens and Gareth Evans, they're 2 out of contract. How worried are you about losing
I'm
those?
worried about quite a few of them, actually, because if we're not coming up with the money and other teams can, we might lose 3 or 4 players.
But we've got the resources to bring players in though?
Yeah, well, our scouting system's good. We've got a good manager who you know, can offer them things at the moment. I think of the 2 lower divisions, we're probably the best players. And above that, anything can happen, can't it? That if we can get some more young players in, like we've already got, I mean, bringing young Clark in was a great thing for me. I think he's a really good player. And we've got some of our own good players coming through. So the manager might think, no, I've got enough. I've got enough with what I've got. But I would think he'd look to bring 2 players in.
And finally from me then, I'm trying to stay clear as far as I can really from takeover talk, but we haven't had your view. What way would you like it to go?
I would like the American guy to come in. I would like him to come in because I think we need to push on. And I don't think we got the finances. It's nice to ask the supporters all the time for money, but they can only come over with money now and again. They got families, they come to the match, they travel. And I just think if we've got money people behind the club, someone with, you know, finances that could go out and buy a player here and there, I'm all for it. I'm there for the takeover.
And certainly, were you impressed by what he said yesterday?
Yeah, I've been impressed all along. I've been watching him on TV and listening to him on the radio. I wasn't there last night, but yeah, I've been impressed. He seems honest. Mind you, we did have some clown come here once before, and I got his autograph in my book, and he didn't end up. Who was it, Jake? Who came here? He said he was gonna. Alpha Heed, was it? Yeah. I said sign here on my book. You know, because I've got all these big stars like Arsene Wenger and all the England boys to sign my book that's going for charity, and I got him to sign it, and then he disappeared. I don't know if he got knocked off or what. We've got a big bump in that pitch out there, haven't we?
Right, I think that's a fantastic place to leave it. Ray Crawford, everybody, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Join us after the game. We'll be joined by Admiral Vincent PST, Keep It Express.